5 of the best ways to prank your friends' bases. Hello everybody and welcome to OMGcraft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. Today we're going to do a top 5 of some of my favorite ways to prank your friends. We're kind of focusing on base builds to prank in this episode. So let's jump into it. So here we are inside of the creative world that we use for OMGcraft. And the first prank, we're going to go run through all 5, of course, is a pretty simple one. Let's say that we have a line of furnaces here, normal furnaces. If you grab a little bit of ore and then, of course, some charcoal and throw them in, what will happen at the end, you do this, of course, as someone who was unsuspecting in their base, is you take the ore... you take the ore out of the furnace. What the heck? So this is a pretty simple prank. Is you just use an item hopper and a chest, and you could put this under really any furnace, and then put down a chest underneath to extend the hopper. So that the inventory could be, expanded, and their items will basically disappear from their furnace, unless, of course, they go looking underneath. Kind of a fun and easy way for a prank. You know, starting off small. Next is to deliver a nice present to someone. Pretty simple. All you have to do is have enough wool to completely cover their base, their house, their prized possession in wool. And then when they open it up, their house is inside. That was from a different video. So that's pretty cool. It just requires a lot of time and, of course, a lot of wool. Next is to flood their base. Now, this isn't done already because I wanted to show you a good technique on how to pull this off. What we want is basically a block of water. That would be the coolest thing. And so all you have to do is create this structure first. This is going to be the easiest way to do it. And we're using signs. So it does take a lot of signs. Wood is pretty easy to get. You take these signs and you place them down so that they're all coming off a single sign source. So if you've seen this before, if you break this sign, all of the signs in the entire area will break. So now you grab your water and you can place your water down along the side. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and just jump over and do this. In the side right here, on one side, like so, and then if you do it on the other side, you will see that it will create all the source blocks that you need, because if there are 2 source blocks next to each other, they will make a source block. Let's say if there is a source block here, and a source block here, they're going to create another source block there and there. Which will create all water source blocks. Now, all you have to do, by the way, I created a trough to kind of catch the water once it falls, is break this block. That'll break all the rest of the signs. And you have a perfect sort of cube of water. Then come up here and destroy the dirt, like so. And it will make a really cool water effect. And of course, they are going to have to destroy all of the water source blocks in order to get their base back. I think this is a really fun. You can see all the all of the signs. I think this is a pretty cool prank to pull on someone. And it doesn't take a ton of time. Basically, putting down the signs is really the hardest part. So there you go. Next, if you followed B00's channel a few years ago while playing on the Minecraft server, he was pranked by Dinnerbone, who flipped his house upside down. And today, still, that is one of my favorite pranks. Of course, the more details and the more precise you are in the flipping, the better off this will be and better it will look. This is quite difficult. I had to do this one by hand. I couldn't figure out a good way to do it, in any other way. And it took me about, I'd say, 15 minutes to fully flip this house upside down. The first thing I did was start off by measuring up to the top to see exactly how many blocks tall it was, and started at the base. It also kind of hurts your brain just a little bit to look at something and then think of what the opposite is. But the effect is really, really cool and funky. Next, let's say you got a player. This is similar to the present, except that you would use their skin. And so inside of this player head would be their base or whatever you're trying to hold, or, just a big old head. That's kind of funny as well. You could also take this a step further. Let's say your friend has maybe an animal for their Minecraft skin. Why not build their base to represent that animal, like a pig or a cow or a sheep? I think it's a good thing because it's unique to whoever you are going to prank. This is just a player head is 8 pixels by 8 pixels. This is 16 blocks square, and it goes all the way around the base. I think this is a pretty cool prank, and hardened clay, if you've done any mesa mining, isn't too difficult. Oops, I dropped my hardened clay to get, and the effect is pretty funny and personal. Remember, whenever you prank, try to keep it in good fun. Maybe you even choose a friend that is going to find this as something that is funny and not consider it to be griefing. And also be warned, there may be retaliation. If you enjoyed this episode of OMGcraft, please subscribe, youtube.com/OMGcraft. Leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time on OMGcraft. Bye!